Hey, what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? Thanks for checking out this video. Check out my channel. Any support for the channel is awesome. I appreciate it. Now I'm losing my chickens again. I just found out recently that I am down 10 chickens, and I'm down a whole lot up till that point. So at one point, about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was up at about 200 in my flock. I was planning on breeding them, dealing with the whole breeding part of it, selling and all that kind of stuff was just kind of a pain in the butt, considering I didn't have a lot of time, and decided to just kind of stop. We culled most of them. Well, we culled some of them. We did 2 rounds of culling and about 35 chickens or so. For a long time I had about 50. And it has dwindled down to 15 American breast chickens now. Now, the total count when I was breeding included my ducks. I think it was guinea hens at the time. We had some kind of pet chickens, if you will. We have death layers, and I still have the death layers. I still have ducks and some other stuff, but I went down to Florida, and when I came back, at some point, it's been a few days now, I got back Sunday, and I didn't really do a head count on them, and I just kind of noticed when I went out this morning, I opened up the coop and I basically had no birds in there. I know some of them go over to the duck coop and they hang out with the ducks. I think they got better weed, I don't know, but they're hanging out over at that place. So I ran over there real quick, opened up that coop, and yeah, there was a little bit more in there, but it still seemed kind of light. Went and did a head count, and I went from 25 to 15. Just a few weeks ago I had 25 American breasts. So something's definitely taking them, and I was wondering, I'm like, well, we have a random dog that comes on our property. Maybe it was that. Maybe people are taking them, you know, with egg prices and people kind of struggling for money, food. Maybe somebody took them. And then I had to go pick up a dog from the vet today, and on the way out I looked across the street. They have about 10 or 15 acres across the street, and I saw these white patches, and I started paying attention, and they were kill spots for my chickens. So whatever got them got through. I think it's a 1x2 inch mesh fencing and or my gate, which the gate, it's typical cattle gate, 8 inches or 10 inches or something like that. Our dogs can't get through it, and it would be very difficult for something to pull a chicken through to go kill it on the other side. So I'm thinking maybe birds, something that can jump a fence. Foxes could probably do it. It's about a 4-foot fence, not very high, but I've kind of narrowed it down to wildlife. So I got to figure something out. My American breast flock is down to almost nothing. Both of my roosters have been killed. I wanted to keep 2, much to the debate of my girlfriend. Wanted to keep 1 because one of them was kind of an asshole, but a good breeder, and I wanted to keep him around. Both of them got taken. 1 got taken, and I was kind of on high alert. I wanted to try to protect the other one, and just came out one day, no more rooster. Found the carcass gutted out, no head, no neck. The meat was still intact. So I'm thinking raccoon or something like that, but I don't know. Owls do it as well. There's different things that kill kind of the same way. So for these, there's no body. Unless somebody came and picked them up. The person who owns the property maybe came and picked them up or something like that, but no body. So I'm thinking more of a carnivore, something that's going to be able to eat the bones, eat the meat, eat everything. But I only saw 3 spots across the street, and I was going to go out and film that for you, but I got mixed up with dinner and things like that, and it ended up getting dark, and I still wanted to make the video, so that's where we are. Alright, I had to check and make sure the microphone was on. I recorded this whole thing before, and the microphone battery was completely dead, and I had 0 audio. So this is my second take on it. So yeah, anyway, now I'm kind of debating. I'm wondering if we should stay with American breasts, we might be able to get a rooster fairly cheap and start breeding them back into the flock, start hatching some eggs and whatnot. But neither of us are really that happy with the meat. The thing with American breasts is it takes a lot of work to get the potential of what an American breast or a French breast is. An American breast is not a French breast. It's pretty close. They were brought over. They've kind of mutated a little bit since they've been in America. But basically the same thing. But the whole thing with the French breast or American breast is you gotta feed them out a certain way, which is usually on raw milk, cream, mixed with corn. And pretty much after they're off of their starter feed, you get them on that, it plumps them up, it fattens them up, and that's how you get the quality meat. Other than that, it's basically the same chicken. Now, they are good egg layers. They're putting out about 5 a week per chicken, maybe 4 a week per chicken when it's good. So they're pretty good for that. I'll definitely try to keep the ones that I have around, but what we're debating is maybe going with a different dual purpose chicken. One that I have my eye on is a Jersey Giant. That was the Cornish cross before there was Cornish cross. Back up in the Northeast, that was the go-to meat chicken. It's got a little more yellow fat in it and stuff like that. I'm still learning about them, but there's a lot of options out there. I think that might be one that we would consider if we don't do the American breast. Much cheaper. They're about $250, $273. I think that number's popping in my mind at the local hatchery for the Jersey Giant. So that is a lot better than $5-10 a chick or something for the American breast. And with that in mind, that was going to be good revenue if I was able to keep up the breeding process. But working 14 hours a day when I was, kind of difficult to do. Kind of difficult to give them the attention that they need. So that's why I kind of dialed it back, which I made a video about. So another thing is I let them free range. American breasts, they're great foragers. They most of their diet should be on bugs, grasshoppers, and stuff like that. They claim, the French claim, and the French are the French, that they have the best because of the bugs that they have in the area in Bresse, France. So they say that's what makes the chicken the best. Could be possible, you are what you eat, you know. But I did try to free range them. They did a good job foraging, eating grass, bugs, all that good stuff. Probably kept ticks down quite a bit. But it's also getting them killed. Free ranging them, leaving them in the open and vulnerable to predators has definitely taken a toll on all of my birds. I've lost plenty of ducks. I didn't lose any guineas, but we had them for a short time. Lost lots of chickens, lots and lots of chickens. So even in chicken tractors, I did a chicken tractor once. I ended up turning it into a compost bin, which pretty much decayed. But I think we had 10 of them in there that were going to be pets, nice, beautiful birds. They weren't silkies, I forget the name of them, but they were cool looking birds. 5 of them got picked off once, and then over the next 2 days, the rest of them got picked off. So just sitting ducks, sitting in a chicken tractor. So might have to enclose the chickens. I do have one enclosed chicken coop that currently has the death layers. I got 5 death layers in there. It's able to hold a little bit more. Or I can enclose the big coop that I have, which was basically a lean-to hay storage that I could put an enclosed run in. Not trying to spend much money right now, so I'd have to try to figure some things out. I don't know. I do have some metal and stuff like that. I'd be able to bury metal beams and stuff, but I might be able to make it work. Just fence posts and stuff like that aren't really too expensive, but I'd need a door access and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to keep it on the cheap right now. But maybe that'll be an idea too. But yeah, I don't know. Ask a couple questions to you guys. What dual purpose birds outside of a breast chicken are good? I can't find a lot of information online about it. Everybody just talks about the history of them, and you know, I'm doing different things and research to try to find out what would be good. But right now I'm looking at that Jersey Giant. Also, are you guys losing chickens lately? I haven't heard too much. I usually keep track with Living Traditions. They're in the same basic area I am, and they go through a lot of the same problems that we go through here. So I haven't heard anything on their part about losing a lot of their chickens. In fact, the last video, they're kind of doing their chores and stuff like that, going through their chickens, and it looks like everybody's pretty much fine at their homestead. So I don't know what's going on. But I definitely have a problem with predators. I have had a problem with predators for the years that I've been here, and I have not been able to stop it. I haven't wanted to enclose the chicken coops, but I think I'm kind of getting down to the nitty gritty. If I want to keep chickens, I got to keep them alive. So yeah, anyway, pretty sad getting down to not many chickens, but at least we're getting some eggs. So wanted to fill you guys in on that. Kind of crappy news. It sucks, but that's what's going on with my chickens right now, and hopefully you guys aren't having the same issue. Let me know if you are or you aren't. I'd appreciate it. So I will call it at that and talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.